Have you ever wondered how a continent with such small countries could shape the entire course of human history? Imagine a tapestry woven with threads of wars, discoveries, revolutions, and ideas. Each thread a story of triumph or tragedy. This tapestry hangs not in a museum, but in the collective memory of our world, depicting the history of a continent we call Europe. Our story begins in the shadow of antiquity, where ancient civilizations like the Greeks and Romans laid the foundation of Western culture. Debating under the olive trees and the Roman legions marching across vast lands, their echoes felt in our laws and languages, even today. As Rome's light dimmed, Europe entered a time often called the Dark Ages, but it was anything but dark. In the midst of chaos, the seeds of modern nations were sown, and the tales of knights, castles, and quests weren't just stories. They were the reality of the medieval tapestry being woven. Fast forward to a rebirth of knowledge and beauty, the Renaissance. Imagine walking the streets of Florence, where every corner reveals a masterpiece, every face a potential Leonardo or Michelangelo. This was a time when humanity reached back to the wisdom of the ancients and propelled itself forward into modernity. Now, embark on a ship sailing into the unknown, driven by the age of exploration. These voyages didn't just map the world. They connected continents, cultures, and communities, weaving new threads into our tapestry with the colors of the earth itself. As the looms of the Industrial Revolution roared to life, Europe transformed again. Cities grew, factories buzzed, and the very fabric of society changed. It was a time of great innovation, but also great turmoil, as the old ways of life unraveled to make way for the new. The 20th century brought with it the greatest challenges Europe had ever faced: two world wars that would test the very limits of human endurance and compassion. The tapestry of Europe was torn and stained, but not destroyed, as the continent rebuilt itself from the ashes of conflict. In the aftermath, a new vision for Europe emerged, one of unity and peace. The European Union became the weaver's hand, bringing together the threads of all its member nations, striving to create a tapestry that was stronger and more beautiful than ever before. OUR's story begins in the dim corridors of the past, where ancient civilizations laid the groundwork for future societies. Picture the Greeks, not just as distant figures in textbooks, but as the architects of democracy, philosophy, and the arts. Their forums buzzed with the debates of citizens, laying the cornerstones of governance and ethics that still echo in our halls of justice and corridors of power. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, a period often draped in the shadow of the so-called Dark Ages. Yet it was anything but dark. It was a time of transformation, where the old world was being reshaped in the crucible of change. Castles and cathedrals rose towards the heavens, each stone a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. And amidst the chivalry and conquests, the seeds of the Renaissance were sown, waiting to burst forth and illuminate the world with the light of knowledge, art, and discovery. Fast forward once more, and we find ourselves amidst the smoke and steam of the Industrial Revolution, a pivotal saga of progress and pain. The clatter of machinery and the roar of factories signaled a new era, crafting the modern landscape with iron, steel, and sweat. This was a time of great contrasts, of opulent wealth and abject poverty, of visionary innovations and grueling labor, painting a complex portrait of human capacity and ambition. As the 20th century dawned, the world stage was set for a century of extremes. Wars that would engulf continents in flames emerged, only to be followed by a quest for peace and unity that led to the formation of unprecedented alliances. The European Union, a beacon of cooperation and harmony, emerged from the ashes of conflict, symbolizing hope for a collective future. A period of rebirth that followed the Middle Ages, spanning from the 14th to the 17th century. It marked the transition from medieval to modern times, with a focus on the rediscovery of the knowledge of ancient civilizations. But what truly quantifies its impact? It's in the proliferation of art, science, and literature. Figures like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo not only created works that remain invaluable, with the Mona Lisa and the Sistine Chapel ceiling among the most revered, but also embodied the spirit of human potential and creativity. The Renaissance propelled Europe from a population of roughly 60 million in the early 14th century to over 70 million by 16, despite the setbacks of the Black Death. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution, beginning in the late 18th century. This era transformed societies from agrarian economies into industrial powerhouses. Britain led the way, with coal production skyrocketing from about 10 million tons in 18 to 250 million tons by 19. This wasn't just about economic metrics. It was a testament to human ingenuity and the drive towards progress, albeit at a significant human and environmental cost. The 20th century, with its two world wars, reshaped the geopolitical landscape of Europe and the world. The First World War alone resulted in the mobilization of over 70 million military personnel globally and a death toll exceeding 15 million, making it one of the deadliest conflicts in history. The aftermath saw the dissolution of empires and the redrawing of borders, setting the stage for a century defined by the struggle for power, identity, and survival. In the wake of the Second World War, Europe sought a new path forward, one of unity and cooperation. The European Union, born from the ashes of conflict, now comprises 27 member states, with a combined GDP of over $15 trillion, making it one of the largest economic entities in the world. Yet, it's not just in economic terms that the EU signifies progress. It's a symbol of peace and a testament to the continent's resilience and commitment to a shared future. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, let us ponder the lessons history teaches us. It's through understanding the trials and triumphs of our past that we can navigate the complexities of the present and envision a future where progress is measured not just by data and dates, but by our collective humanity and the legacy we wish to leave for generations to come. This segment weaves together historical events with actual data to undeck